Music Radio, WLS.
To be with you, Rush Limbaugh, the EIB Network, and...
Good morning, everybody. Hello, friends. Welcome to the show.
What's up, beer drinkers? We got another great show for you again this week.
Here's Dan Hampton and Ed O'Brien.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson, and you're listening to...
Hey, Margo. How you doing? Surprise, surprise. This is Smokey Robinson. I know you didn't expect to hear from me, but I was contacted by your sons, Jeff and Jared, and they told me that you used to live in Detroit across the street from me, and gosh, that's beautiful. How you doing again? Nice talking to you again, I guess. But anyway, you're living in Vancouver now, and they wanted me to wish you happy Chinooka. I have no idea what Chinooka is, but happy Chinooka because they said so. Anyway, God bless you, babe, and enjoy Chinooka. Have a wonderful time.
This is where this gets difficult. Nope. What kind of hotel is this?
How you doing?
With a tear in my eye.
I am coming.
Beat your way.
Frost has walnuts.
Do it live. I am the voice of the voiceless.
See you next Tuesday.
Oh, this is Santa Claus saying I won't be around this year. I'm a bit sick. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year, and he won't be round to spread his Christmas cheer. The reindeer all look blue, they know what he's going through. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year. He won't be yelling out, ho, 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 but he'll be screaming out, no, 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 no. He's lying sick in bed, call the doctor there instead. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year. Each season he is full of pep and vim, but now the AIDS have got the best of him. The nurses all look sad, 'cause Santa's got it bad. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year. Oh, this is Santa Claus saying, I won't be here this year. I'm sick in bed with the AIDS. Oh, but I'll be back next year. Next year. Don't cry for me. A doctor will cure me. Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year. I said Santa Claus has got the AIDS this year.
The Lingus Mafia podcast is back on the air once again. Unlike Raw, Faust, we don't take a week off. And, yeah, not like Raw's doing next week. They're taking off, which I'm fucking thrilled. When you told me that, I was thrilled to hear. I go, oh my God, dancing. I don't have to. I'll have it on like a side TV, but I gotta fucking, you'll just see what the fuck they put on, but there's nothing to listen to. You've
like
already
best
seen.
Of or something?
Yes. The end of the year.
2022.
I'm like, fan.
The absolute best of 2022 is what
absolute, Faust. Absolute.
So it's only a half-hour show then.
Yeah, fuck. There you go. It's gonna be. They go, what are they gonna do with the rest of the fucking 2 hours?
There'll be 2 clips, and then the rest of the time, it's people talking about it.
Oh God! So I wanted you to hear something, Greggy boy. We had sent to us. A good friend of ours sent this to us. Have a listen.
I am Dante.
No, not that one. There we go.
Hello, my name is Lanny Poffo, formerly the Genius.
of WWE and the very proud brother of, ooh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage. I just want to say that wrestlingus sounds like a term I learned as a foreplay situation. Let's see, you keep practicing, you'll have it licked. But this is the worst show I've ever heard. It sucks. And I just want to say, Kath Manning and Frosty Walnuts, the worst show ever, in my effing condolences. I apologize for my rudeness, but you guys really suck. And you swallow. Thank you.
Hey.
And there we go. That'll be another beautiful thing. I thought of an idea which would be fun and the fans could vote on. Between the three of us, who can get the best, most creative, fun, funny, whatever you want to call it, cameo? You pick who you want to fucking do the you got to write it to them and have them come through. But who could get the best? Doesn't matter if it's a Kardashian or a fucking Joe Schmo, whatever you want to fucking do. But have it sent in, have them fucking do it, and do a promotion for the show. I mean, fuck. If we did this contest with the fans, it was Mick the Mick who came through the best.
Oh yeah,
that was fucking fantastic. They want to audition to be one of the boys. So I was like,
stay limber, baby chicken.
So I was like, there's a little. It's almost a couple categories. It's like best celebrity, and then most creative fucking, best delivery by the, like, they got to come. If they suck, they suck. It's like, and like I said, Fraz, I think they read it while they're getting it for the first time and reading it as they get it. And it's
that's
like,
Lanny.
what the fuck?
And I just want to say, Kath Manning
and I just want to. And they're like this. They're like looking and reading it, and I'm like, what the fuck? I would almost like you would read it ahead of time, and then say, okay, now I can talk about it. Now I'm going to read what you want me to fucking
He's out
do.
of practice.
I don't know if all of them. It's all of them are like this, because you even saw where Dalton Castle popped in the middle of reading, like he didn't see it coming. About oh, you guys want to be boys? Like I'm like, this is the first time he saw this. So that might be something for the future if we all choose to do that. See, you could get it one that was $20, you get one that's $100, you get $50, whatever. I find that sweet spot to be in the 50 range.
Yeah.
Those are the people that you. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting digging up Liberace for $500 and having him do something for us. You know what?
Foley actually puts an effort to his.
He actually. Well, how much is he though?
Yeah, how much is he?
150.
That's not bad then, because I was tooling around McMahon. I go, let me see.
Yeah. Mick says he wants to be the Bret Hart of Cameo. Best there is. Best there was.
Put it in the most best worker in Cameo. Yeah, there's a few on there. You go, one that's a gold mine. But I would almost have to say we would do a GoFundMe with our fans, because I think it's $300 to $500, something like that, and it's Bruce Buffer. That motherfucker puts in work, and he does a giant ring announcement for you and fucking screaming it's time and putting fucking stage names with you and shit like that. But I'm like, that would be fun. You have unlimited fuck money to throw around. However, Greg's gonna pay me $1,800. Faust.
Cha-ching.
You know about this? He owes me $1,800. I'll tell you why he owes me $800. And I'll wait for it, Greg. I know it'll take a little bit of time, but you have by the end of the week. That's fine. That's fine. I'll wait that long. I'm good. I'm a good man. You're a friend.
It said a couple goons out.
I got about Arizona faction.
Just the money.
So
I want $2,000.
Yeah, there's a vig, by the way, every day that passes, it's 100. So we're watching this Viking game that we have money on, Faust, and the Vikings are getting fucking butt fucked. And when it is 33-0, I look at the fucking odds and I go, how much for $10 on here? And it's like $160. And then I said, how much does $50 get me? And it was $1,800 for $50 if the Vikings came to win. And I'm like, I don't find that. And I'm texting Greg, Hey, Greg, I get no reply. Vikings are now within striking distance, and Greg goes, I just woke up. You owe me 18.
and now the odds have changed.
Oh, it's fucking, they're about to win the fucking game when he goes, and what the best thing is, when he wrote me, and he goes, well, we both know there's no chance that this will, that they'll win. And I reply back with, I'm saving this for freezing cold takes.
Right.
You screenshot it and tweet them?
I haven't. I should. It's fucking, I was like, I'm waiting for they win. And I said, I'm like, the $10, listen, this is for comedy purposes, obviously, but I wouldn't have put $50. I would have put $10. And what's funny is when Greg replies, he's like, oh, sorry. And I go, listen, you probably saved me money in the first place, and then they fucking come back. But I was like, $10, that got me $160. I'd have thrown on 10 on that fucking pig.
Yeah.
And then I would curse at myself.
I texted way like I was.
Yes.
You texted me about 11:50, and I texted back at 12:35.
There you go.
And I even said, hey, men plus 25 is even money.
Yeah, it was even at that point. And I said, well, I don't. But it was like points was, I didn't want the points with them.
No, there was no money line at that point. When I had looked it up. There was zero money line. But there was alternative lines, and I slid it down to 13.5.
That's why I saw it at 13.5.
Yeah, I put $5 on plus 548, so I won a little bit.
Oh, you fucking cocksucker. You piece of shit.
I texted you, min plus 13.5 is plus 522. I thought maybe you wanted to jump on it, but you didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I was depressed about losing 1,800 as well. I was just keep on going. I go, what's the most this thing could get to? Because at first it was, I think I asked him it originally. It wasn't even to that point yet. And then it kept going. I was like, fuck, look, this is a lot of fucking money now. But I'm like, listen, $50. I ain't doing $50, even though, it looked good. And I wonder if Billy would have, because I texted Billy with that saying, shit, they could still come back. $50 gets you this, which for him, and but he would have bragged and said he did it if he did, and so we know he didn't do it.
I didn't even think they were going to win. I just figured they'd get within 2 touchdowns. I would have been happy.
I'm like, this team's better. That other team is shit. I could see. I just had that in my head. I'm like, I wouldn't have ever looked it up if I didn't think so. I'm like, this could possibly, just from knowing Billy, because he's done it so many.
Is always involved. Collapses.
I like your response too, Faust. You go, I didn't know he played defense. It's his fault. It was one thing after another, but meanwhile, it was one thing after another for the Vikings in the beginning, where it was dropping a ball, fumbling, running back, and I laugh. Cousins, he throws that pick six like at the 5. He go like this afterwards. Shit. Like, motherfucker.
I got in at
damn.
I got in at plus 17.5 at plus 548. I threw in $5. I won 32.
Oh, see, that's funny. You go, and then you kill yourself. Go, why did I have balls to put on 20?
I know, right?
Fuck.
Exactly.
Go $32. Well, I gave Faust our big winnings from this weekend, and I go, here's your fucking $30, big fucking win, or whatever the hell was it, Faust? 35, something like that.
Yeah. So we ended up losing what, like $15?
Yeah, we ended up on the loser side, but I didn't feel bad because every game was fucked up this weekend. It wasn't like the ones we picked. It was everything was fucked up. So I'm like, oh my god! And then I got
a 3-team teaser that hit, but they were all like plus 1 points at that point when I teased them all down.
How fun is it, Greg, to be able to gamble when you want to on a game? Is it fun?
It is fun. My daughter wants to put money on the game.
You know what?
I'm just gonna let her throw a fucking dart at the board.
Why not?
Let her fucking,
Maybe she's Lisa Simpson. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
You get worried a little bit. You go, I don't want to get her fucked up. One of those things. You gotta. I guarantee you have that little bit of a parent in you where you're like, I don't want to. God forbid something goes out of hand and it all comes back to remember when Dad fucking let me gamble and you go fuck. You know,
like I hope whatever she picks, she loses. That way, she realizes, it's not that easy.
God forbid, fuck, if she starts nailing all these things, you'd be like, you just lie, go, you lost and you stuff your pocket. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Fausti had a fucking grand old time this fucking weekend talking about money stuffing in pockets, more about money coming out of fucking pockets.
Uh-oh.
Fausti had a surprise party for his wife.
Let me borrow some money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was too tired to drive there, Faust. So, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's 3 hours each way.
It is 3 hours
in
each
the
way.
car.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, among other things, Faust. And so I didn't make it to this shindig. However, I think I'm paying even more, Faust, I think from guilt. From because
I was gonna say you could have kept them gambling money if you said you were gonna give her something tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, so I fucking send because he's like, I tell him the day before, and
and
other
I was
circumstances obviously
right
that I'm talking about. So but I said I'll tell you later, Greg. And so I'm like, oh, and he goes, oh, it'd been nice if you told me the day before I had to pay per head, and I didn't think that. I thought it was. Everyone fucking whatever people are ordering there, then you're getting a bill. And then other than drinks, right? So I'm like, I get an appetizer anyway. Yeah, so you had a fucking thing. I'm thinking that I'm going to order a fucking buffalo wing or something when I get there. I get one of those damn quesadillas. That's what I was going to.
There you go. Goddamn quesadilla.
Goddamn quesadilla. So.
Goddamn it, Napoleon.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's like fucking, 20 something a person or a 25 or something like that. So he goes, hey, you want to call it even? You send me that money. So, and I go, I feel even fucking worse about it. And I wanted to bring Tony a gift, Gwen a gift. Pardon me. Tony Storm was coming to the party too, Faust. I was going to give her something. So I
you a gift.
Thank you. If that was
that was my gift.
It's he got himself a gift. Tony Storm showed up. He said, "Can I smell your fucking hand?" I saw the whole thing disappear. So I said, "Oh, I was gonna bring her something." I said, "I'll send you 100, and fucking drink on me or whatever the fuck, one of these things." And so he does that, and then also though, I'm still dropping off a gift for young Austin and his wife tomorrow because I'm in town on
Austin's
Wednesdays. Wife? So she don't listen to the show, right, Fuzzy? No. So my plan was to give her. She like a nice Patron. She liked to drink this one. So and my joke is always whatever liquor you're having through a straw because you sit there and just drink the whole fucking thing like it's a big gulp. So I got her a bottle of fucking Patron. We're gonna have fucking straws all taped.
Yeah, she got I think 2 or 3 bottles on Saturday.
Jesus! So everybody knows.
Well, it was vodka, so you mix it a tequila.
There you go.
Been a while.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring that to her, drop off, and then we got some stuff for young Austin, some video game type of shit. So
I wonder if I should have you drop that off at my mom's instead.
Really?
Just because
think people come and
no
steal
one's gonna
shit?
be here. Yeah.
I do pass by that. I could in the morning even just put it on the fucking doorstep.
It's a little bit closer
there,
too.
Your home. It's closer to. Well, it's closer to. I got to go through San Jose all the way until fucking San Francisco and shit. So, whatever. But yeah, let me know. Yeah. I'm there early.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So next week, so everybody knows, we're and Greg don't even know, we're taking this show off. Unlike Raw. We're gonna take this off. However, what we're right after I badmouthed fucking Raw for not being on it.
Right?
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, didn't we just say?
We're gonna make up for it.
Yeah, big time. We're making up. We're not giving you. There you go. Yeah, Patreon gets it. We're going to have our Christmas shows, banger after banger after banger. Right, Faust? There's 3 of them.
I just put mine in the can last night.
There you go. I got to figure out how we're going to just. Are you guys doing video shows as well, or is it only audio?
No,
only audio. All right, Greg.
I've thought about doing a video, but I haven't decided yet.
Is yours going to be ready by? I mean, it's a week from now.
Yeah, I mean, mine will be ready by Chris. Well, it's coming out Tuesday. I thought it would be on Christmas.
It would be on Tuesday because we're in place of this show, so we get a fucking day off. That's what
it'll be ready by Tuesday for sure.
Okay,
we'll still be recording WrestleLingus, but it'll be a shorter edition
because there's only SmackDown.
Because of no Raw.
Yeah. And a tape SmackDown.
That might be a full Freebird then.
You know what? We might give it to the Freebirds. I don't know, but it's still only SmackDown.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, maybe. Who the fuck knows? We'll fucking figure it out. I mean,
first
when it comes
hour
to Freebirds,
is
I don't really
free.
give a shit.
The second hour, Patreon.
There you go.
10-minute show.
There you go. You'll get all the bonus shit. But yeah, I mean, wrestling never stops. So we'll be having a show, Fausti and I. So we still will give you something live-ish, if you want to call it that. But we will have our 3 fill-in shows back to back to back. How long is your show, Faust?
About a half hour.
Mine's like 1:30, something like that. Yeet.
And I thought mine was going to be longer when I was done. I was like, that's it.
I know, right? It's always. What do you think yours is going to be around, Greg?
If I make it the whole way, it's going to be an hour and a half.
Okay.
I make it the whole
This is going to be something.
I'm so intrigued.
This is going to be something. So we'll have our shows back to back on there. So on that day, I'm even thinking if we could do this put it out on Monday or something. Maybe just, so it starts the week with people if they want to fucking do it. Whatever. It depends. If Greg is done by then, whatever. That ain't a big deal to do one after the other. So we will do that. And that'll be what everybody gets for that special. I was like, hell, we could even do it on different days and sprinkle it along. So you get Christmas the day after and the day after. That's possible too, Faust. We might want to just do that because who gives a shit? Because nobody's going to listen on the Christmas day anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
Maybe
I think just put them all out Monday. I like that idea. Or Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night. Your package under the tree. That's what it's called.
A little bit, yeah. Your night after package.
I'll give you a package, all right, faggot. Is that what you like? So yes, we'll be doing that and be busy. Did any of you guys? I asked you about this earlier, and I don't blame you if you didn't have time to get it done. So don't worry, I won't yell at you. Guys, watch this Meghan and Harry thing.
I've seen some of the first. What is it? What is it broken up into?
4 or 6. I think it's.
I saw
maybe 6.
I think it's 6 because I think they released 3 and then 3 a week later. My wife was watching the first 3, and I was kind of watching it with her on my phone while she had it on.
I got to the intro and I couldn't watch it anymore.
Yes.
Greg, fucking producing. Greg.
I didn't miss nothing.
I put it on, man, and I was like, why do I care? She's all crying in front of the fucking camera, like.
Exactly.
Now here's my fucking thought. I thought I would have.
Time. Why? I'm rich. Why?
Now here's the thing. There's my thought, and I said, I got to take notes during this, and that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take any notes because I say I don't find this to be like these fucking assholes. I found nothing to be.
I found nothing to be interesting.
Practical. You know what, Faust? You're going that direction more so. I think I was like, they have every right in the world to be pissy about that shitty family. They're fucking assholes over there. I mean, he was doing a lot of, I had a meeting, and then as I leave, I see, there was a joint statement by me and my brother. He goes, no one asked me anything. He's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So it's a lot of, I found it very interesting where she had to meet the queen, and he goes, do you know how to curtsy? She's like, huh? Like, because it's a fucking world. You go, yeah, that's what different world. You got to fucking do this. And she goes, yeah, I fucking try to figure out what the fuck I was doing. And, it's like, Jesus
You showed her
Christ.
tape of Triple H doing curtsy. Excuse me, not Triple H. Under Hearst Helmsley.
There you go.
That was before Triple H.
But it turns out, like, her father's a real piece of shit.
Right.
Where he wasn't growing up. And then turned into, she has this going on. And the half-sister is even worse of a piece of shit. And it's, I'm going to sell things to the fucking Inquirer, this and that. And the father lying and here's pictures of him in the Inquirer because he's going to England. And he's sitting there reading a book about England, and they take a picture through a window, and it's all staged. And they're like, what are you, fucking crazy? And I go, well, if he tells her hey, this is what, they're going to pay me to pretend like I'm reading a fucking book. Tell her first. That's about it. But it was a lot of, I'm going to tell shit about my fucking kid. And she writes him a fucking letter, and that whole letter's published in the fucking, it's like, what the fuck? This is your kid. You're fucking doing this shit. So he's out and see you fucking immediately. And so there was a lot of nonsense with that where I said, yeah, I don't blame you. Get the fuck out of that fucking place. Harry seems the most fucking normal of all. Yeah. Oh, William with that fucking bozo Ring of Honor he has.
Poor guy.
Looks fucking horrible. But Harry's on his way.
Yeah,
Harry's on his way.
Matter of time.
This
is just delayed.
He's got the fuzz going on top with this, but I'm like, yeah, and I could see where I said, you know what, he was right. They said, oh, what would your mom think of her? This and that. They said, oh, they'd be thick as thieves. They'd fucking be, together. And I said, oh, it's 100%. They look like they'd be fucking the same damn person with, not into all the fucking nonsense. Right. But she's smoking hot. I tell you, she's all right.
I know. Considering what she looked like growing up.
And that was my next place I was going from. Because I can't see her in that.
I know. The kinky hair,
what the
teeth.
Fuck, Faust? I said, okay, so she had the teeth done. We see this. Yeah. Did she have anything done, or did she grow into her face?
Yeah.
I think she grew into her face and the hair got better because...
Swan.
She was the fucking... Remember that show, Faust? The Swan.
I remember that.
Oh, it was a great fucking show.
You still got those on VHS?
Oh, I didn't. No, I had them on DVR. I didn't. I just recorded all of them and watched them. But I always say, what, they have kids and go, how come the kid looks so horrible? No, you don't keep that. It doesn't come with you. So I'm like, oh man, she really, I don't know what the fuck changed, because before they ever said she was half and half, and this, I had no fucking idea. I thought maybe she's Italian, Faust. I see the fucking, she's a little tan. That's about it. She's sun-kissed.
Yeah, olive skin.
Yeah, olive tone. And so they showed like her publicist or whatever person trying to get her fucking jobs and shit. And he had no clue. And then it came out and he goes, fuck, I'm sending her in for black rolls now. And they go, why do you send this? And they go, oh, she's half. And they're like, yeah, but she don't look it. She can't be in this part. I'm like, I need a black chick. I was like, this is very Lisa Bonet. You can't tell if it's
she could go for Puerto Rican.
She maybe, you know what? You're fucking right. You get a
Can she sound like Rosie Perez, please?
I was like, and I saw a meme where it said, the day you realize Captain America is really Captain Puerto Rico, because he has the one star with the stripes. Captain Puerto Rico. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, all right, I was totally ready to, like, I'm rubbing my hands together to have these fucking asshole and like destroy were like, nah, there's
nothing there.
There's no, and like just the madness of like paparazzi's, how you doing, Megan? And she's going, hi, how are you? Have a good day. And they're like, you can't talk to these people. And it's like, what is these fucking rules? Fuck your, as Lita would say, fast. Fuck your rules, man.
Fuck your rules, man.
What are you doing? So, yeah, that was nonsense. The other movies I watched, and I messaged you guys about one of them.
I already forgot what it was.
And I got no reply from any of it. First one, though, is Christmas Story Part 2. Any of you guys watched the Christmas Story Part 2?
No, I tried. I was trying to get her to watch it last Friday night. I forgot what we ended up watching. I'm like, let's watch this. And she's like, let's watch. I don't know.
Yeah, trying to get my daughter to watch it. She wanted to watch Conjuring 2 instead.
Jesus Christ. This is what she chose instead. Yeah. Hanging out with Rob's daughter.
And Saw Part 2. We watched those two movies back to back. Hey, it's Christmas. Lord. Come on.
Merry Christmas.
Saw 2's a Christmas movie?
Honey, this isn't about cutting down the tree, right? It's nothing to do with it.
I want to play a game.
Oh, we're going to see how big the tree is or how many saws it takes to come down? No, that's a great movie. It sounds good to me. It sounds great. Christmas Story 2. Practically people that say, and it's funny because it just goes, no, I think that's because I said, I don't think that's the mom. And it's not the mom. And
I thought she passed away.
No, the dad's dead.
Oh, yeah, Darren McGavin, yeah.
Yeah, so, but apparently she retired this mom actress because I was like, that's not, you could tell, even if they're old, that's not her. But it's not a fucking bad, I mean, obviously it's not part 1. But it is not a bad movie. It has a decent plot to it, and it moves along. However, I told Faust, and now I can tell you, Greg. So if you guys watch this, I want to see if you're on the lookout like I was.
Look out!
There's bullies involved because he had the bully thing. They of course were there. So right away, there is a scene where his kids are bullied in the front yard of the fucking house, and I go, hey, Greg's been there. He went right past that house. So they're bullied, and I lean over to the Duchess and I say, this is exactly how they are going to get their revenge on these bullies. And I lay it out. The fucking goddamn script. And she goes, no, they can't fucking do that. And I go, I'm telling you, this is what's going to fucking happen. Good God, I fucking turned to her, so I said, I write these for a fucking living. It was fucking exactly what I fucking said would happen. So when you guys see it, when you guys see the bullying scene, when it's, very kind of beginning, when you see them get bullied, I want you to write the script from there. And I want to see what, if anything, maybe you go, I have no fucking idea. Or if you have an idea, I would like to know. So that's that for that one.
All right.
The other thing I watched, this is fucking fantastic, and I encourage every single one of you listening. Unlike Rob, who don't like the Ghost movie, which every fucking fan of ours loved the damn Ghost movie. They love it. They love this Ghost movie.
What was that
Did your
called
wife ever
again?
watch it?
I don't think.
What the fuck was the name of this fucking movie? It was
the Hammond Files or something. What was it?
It was the Wichita Ghost or something like this. What was it? The Blackwell Ghost. The Blackwell Ghost.
No,
Very
Josh-
Blackwell Ghost guy.
See,
Josh
you guys
Blackwell.
all have 2 weeks to fucking get with the fucking system here. You get 2 weeks
we'll
to
see.
get. You motherfucker,
Right on
you. Ross. Take away your pay.
You're right on a napkin.
Yeah, right on a napkin. The Blackwell's Ghost. That's the, they come in there and they dress you nicely and give you a list, and then they go boo. The Blackwell's Ghost. The other one. Now this, and it was trending. It was like top 6 watch. So you go through those on the Netflix, right? You go, all right, what the fuck is this? This one was called Don't Answer the Phone.
Oh, I've heard about this one.
We watched just the and I go, all right, so we hold back this Megan and fucking Fox, whatever the hell that show was. Right?
Megan and Fox.
Megan and the Fox.
By the way, that Megan and Fox one, watched it all the way through except for the last episode, and I go, I gotta go to fucking bed. I was dying at this point, and I go, I'll catch up. At the fuck, I go, you can watch by yourself. I'll watch next time. So I'm like, fuck, it's still going. God damn. How many times could I hear about this rotten queen? So don't answer the phone, Faust. You've never heard of this? Have you seen it?
I've heard of it. I don't know. How old is it?
It seemed to be
This
new.
just
It's
came
number
out.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, this is, and I said this is on cat level of, I am the IRS calling you and I need you to get me an Apple gift card to pay me. They go, how would you like, fucking you imagine, Faust? They wanted a fucking gift card, the IRS, and he said, okay.
Seems legit to me.
And he took a drive. He was on the phone for 3 hours with the guy. And he fucking went to his father's house.
He could've just
He's
hung up.
driving. Does he have a conversation with him? So how are you? How are things? What part of the country are you in? Sir, I'm in Washington.
I am at the district.
Washington, D.C.'s.
I'm in the District of Columbia. Yeah. Now get me my Apple card. So goes to his father's. Father's what's going on? Different subject. Dad, I need fucking money. I got the IRS on the phone.
Take my money.
Oh, fuck. Standing in line. Now scratch off the scratcher and tell me the number on the back. Keep the phone in your pocket. You better not talk to nobody or I'll have you arrested. The fucking IRS won't want me to tell anybody I owe them. I'm getting arrested.
He's covering the mouth. He's laughing
Oh,
to his
my
cronies.
God. Go, you should fucking
We got
see
a
this
mark on
guy.
the phone.
Go fucking 3 hours I'm on with this guy. Hold on, I gotta get gas. I gotta pull over. I gotta stop at McDonald's. So anyway, don't answer the phone. This is on that level.
So they answered the phone, I'm assuming.
This is a guy. These are all fast food places, Faust.
Mm-hmm.
These are not old women sitting in the house that have to owe money.
Yeah.
This makes no sense because this does nothing for the person that is doing this call other than satisfaction of going, you fucking moron.
Oh.
So, and getting other people really fucked up.
Yeah.
He calls this fucking McDonald's, say, whatever. It's McDonald's, they're Hardee's, they're all these fucking places, right? He calls and he goes, I'm Detective, Shotschwitch, whatever the fuck,
Mike Hunt from Beaver Falls.
True life, Faust. And he goes, you have a worker in there that's petite, brown hair? Yeah, we actually do. Faust, you imagine that. Let me give you the plainest fucking description. Where they go, well, but she's a little bit tall. Yep, that's the one. Oh, okay. Well,
that's the one.
Does she have blue eyes? No, they're brown. Exactly. That's what I thought. It's okay.
There's that one guy who's I forgot the guy's name. He was the fortune teller or the mind reader.
Kreskin?
Or the Fox.
Yeah. He's like this. Does she have short brown hair? No, it's long. Yep, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought.
There's someone there whose name begins with the letter J. Oh, you mean John? Yeah, that's him.
That's exactly who I'm talking about. So goes, all right, customer was in there earlier and said that person matching that description has stolen money from their purse. Called them into the office. Okay, the fucking manager lady called them into the office. I need you to, have them empty their pockets. Thinking this and that. Okay, these are 3-hour fucking calls. Oh. Now there's two choices. I could either come there and pick this person up. We'll take it down to the station, and we'll do a strip search at the station, or they could do a strip search in front of the manager at the store right now. I'll do it at the store, they say.
A fake taxi all over you?
The cameras are on. We're seeing it. Fucking take off all your clothes. Now you need to bend over and spread your asshole. And I need you now look in your pussy. Now do jumping jacks because, sometimes things will fall out. Okay. They're like, first, put something over the door so nobody could see in. We want to keep privacy of this person. That's very important. Fucking chick standing there. Fucking. And now they go, I want you to take all her clothes and I want you to go put it in her car. All right. Fucking go do that. Now she can't leave this fucking room. They gave her a fucking fucking apron for the tablecloth. That's what it was. Tablecloth. Put this around you. She's sitting in there. They asked the fucking manager lady. She's an old lady, and she's like sympathizing with the fucking girl, like she's even hugging her while she's fucking naked and fucking crying.
Yes.
But she's a moron. She's a fucking moron. She's guilty of being a moron. So then they go, all right, do you have anybody that you trust that could watch her while you go do something outside? Mm-hmm. Yeah, my fiance, he's a fucking 75-year-old fucking man too. He comes in this fucking room. He gets on the fucking phone while the fucking old lady leaves.
Yeah.
Now put her over your knee and spank her. He's spanking her. And now I need you to perform oral on him.
Oh.
I am dying to know how they fucking turned this into you stole my, and to prove you haven't stolen anything, you need to blow him. And I'm like, what the fuck? She fucking blows him.
Wow.
It is fucking insane. Fucking he leaves. Now the janitor comes in. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, I go, Jesus Christ, there's a fucking train now going through here. The janitor comes in. The janitor, who should probably be the stupidest of anybody, granted it's McDonald's, Faust, so the people working there are not going to be bright anyway. The fucking janitor, which everybody thinks janitors are morons, he gets on the phone in 4 fucking seconds. He goes, "This isn't the fucking police. What are you talking about? What is this fucking? What are you, stupid?" Because they starts in with, "You need to do this too," and he's like, "What?" Old man, fucking guy hangs up. Fucking, she's in shambles now. She was, I don't think she was 17. Maybe she's 18. She's something. But she does this. So now the investigators are checking this whole thing out. And they're looking it up online. It is across the country, Faust. It is every fucking fast food place is getting phone calls, and these are all on fucking camera. These chicks are jumping up and down. They're fucking doing all this shit, and it's like they're all getting strip searched by fucking phone calls. So what the guy's getting out of it, I don't fucking have a clue. He can't see anything. There's no send me a picture, but they go through a whole, trying to find this fucking guy and pin down where he is and who he is. And I won't fucking tell you the rest of the story because good God, the rest of this story. Good God. But the girl who was blowing people to prove she didn't steal anything won $6 million. And I'm like, I'll blow whoever you tell me you want $6 million. So I won't even, I'll not shave extra so my beard tickles you. And I'll spit in your asshole for free. You give me $6 million. She sued them for $200. So they were like, "Oh, this is a money grab," and they're trying to they have nothing to say really because they're like, "Oh, you were in it for the money, aren't you?" Or they're thinking she's in on it. It's like they couldn't do fucking. There's nothing. Wow. But the jury's crying when they're watching the fucking video because they make them watch the 3 hours of all this shit. And I'm like, oh my God. But it was everywhere. You see the pins on the map. This fucking guy was calling everybody. I'm like, wow, that many fucking morons. It's wild. I start thinking, I go, fuck, for fun. You should just call one, see what happens. But that's impersonating an officer, so we can't do that, unfortunately. That'll be the problem. So I suggest everybody gives that a shot. We have a little bit of OB this week.
Oh, you were texting and telling us that it was interesting. So I'm interested to hear it.
Yes, it was very interesting to where I'm an OB fan, Faust. Let me get my connection here. I'm an OB fan, Faust, as you well know, and. I was getting to the end of my fucking rope when it came to this fucking OB because it was such fucking nonsense. Where the shit he said, it's fucking insane. Where I go, all right, well, the guy knows something. Then I start to think, I don't know if this guy knows anything at all. Because it's that fucked up where you go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Wow.
Yeah, so... And then he and Dan even fucking have an argument. And, so let me get into it here, Faust. We will jump right in. I only have a few clips, maybe 5, something like this. We'll get to the first one. Let me see. Make it jump. We'll go back here. I don't even have this labeled down. I have the end. But I don't know. Okay, let's see. Here we go.
Here with the win.
I agree, Danny. And guess what? Defensively, we lost our best player, our middle linebacker.
Yep, Jack Sanborn.
Yep, Jack Sanborn. We lost him for basically almost a half of a game.
Yeah, and Tevis Jenkins, our offensive right guard, who came out of nowhere and has graded as the highest performing player on offense. We lost him to a neck injury first series.
Okay, folks, again, I know we lost this game, but here's what, and let me just say it again. I'll tell you what, I was so thrilled to see this team, the Chicago Bears, for God's sakes, become a real football team. As far as, this is my opinion. This is just my opinion. And we were aggressive offensively, and more important, we were aggressive defensively. We couldn't stop anybody. People would beat us down at the line of scrimmage, our linebackers, our defensive backs. We couldn't stop third down conversions. We couldn't stop people from scoring points. Why? Because we were not aggressive. We sat back and let them take care of us. They put us down. Not today, they didn't. They played probably, again, record-wise, the best team in the National Football League. We played at home in front of our fans, our great fans. And I'll tell you what, I'm kind of proud. I know they lost the game. I didn't ever think they could beat the Eagles no matter what. But I'll tell you what, finally, Eberflus figured something out. Hey, let us be the aggressive ones for once. We played 14 games, 13 games, and we're not aggressive. We haven't done a damn thing. In the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, we don't convert on third down. We don't score the amount of points we need to win a game. But finally, again today, I saw something, Danny, and the one word again, we were aggressive on offense and defense. I know we lost it, but I'll tell you what, it was a damn good sight to see.
All right, we're going to take a quick time.
Okay. What about the Miami and Dallas game? You guys scored enough points to win, but you let them score more points.
That's the thing. I'm like, okay, so they did a little different. Like they did a lot of blitzing because two guys who had a concussion were back. So, and he's the leading sacker on the team is Brisker, and he's the safety. That's how bad the defensive line is. They're bad. So Dan likes, he likes Fields, right?
Mm-hmm.
However,
people like Fields.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, would you guys take Fields if you had a choice? You would have Fields on your team.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yes, right. It's very much a difference maker, and I can't even imagine if he's on the fucking Niners with a team around. Oh my fucking god! Because if he is in these games, I'm telling you, nobody's on this fucking team. This is a bad fucking team. He was making throws to a guy who never caught an NFL pass in his life. At this game, it was a guy's named Webster. Fucking nothing. And they have Montgomery, of course, but no fucking line. Nothing there. They're down to the 8th string wide receivers. And even their first strings are who? Fucking Claypool, who you have no fucking idea about. Mooney, who's should be probably a 3. Probably a slot guy. That's
Darren
the
Tyreek. No?
Thank you. Aaron Mooney.
Paul Mooney.
Thank you. Paul Mooney's out there. You know what? At this point, I like Paul Mooney to be out there. And so it's a bad fucking team. There's no defensive pressure, all this shit. So I don't know what OB fucking need. And it's always these coaches, these fucking play caller is an asshole. They not calling the fucking plays for fucking bombs. And I'm like, should all three of us go out there to catch a fucking pass? You ain't going to get anything good from us either. So
they have a line to protect them that long.
Fuck, that's the problem. He's fucking run for your fucking life. You saw that fucking run that was real far, and he was like, oh, fuck, shake one guy off and fucking run for your life. Because I really think it's going to be a here and there once he has people. It'll be here and there, I'll see a giant hole, and I'm going to fucking take off running. But not just every fucking game, getting 1,000 every fucking year. There's, you would rather throw the fucking ball. Save yourself. So here is OB's opinion about Fields. And this is where I was fucking through. I was fucking through. And I feel Dan was through with it as well.
Hammond will be sponsored by your local Chevy dealers at ChevyDriveChicago.com. Good offensive day for the Bears at certain points.
You're going to see me when I move to Chicago Fast, and I'm in front of that place when I'm buying a fucking car. I got to do it. I got to do it just for this.
You get a Camaro?
I got to get a Silverado Fast. That's what I'm in the snow out there.
Justin Fields was kind of running for his life at points in the game as well. 6 sacks.
That the first run that set up a touchdown. I'm just telling you, I've seen a lot of runs and big time plays, but I'm just saying to shrug off a sack and break 5 tackles, and they said he stepped out at the 8 or 10 or something like that. But to essentially set the Bears up to score, and they threw a wheel route. You've been screaming for that forever, OB.
Yes.
I got your wheel route.
I'm just saying there's a lot of reasons why I say yes. Yeah, and I'm not going to say, it's time for Justin Fields to be talked about in the top 6 quarterbacks in all of pro football.
Dan.
No, but I'm just telling you, there's a lot of reasons to believe he's got a chance to join that select group if think about this, Jalen Hurts, we watched him today. He threw for over 300 yards. He ran for a 30-yard touchdown untouched, but he was only sacked 1 time. Justin was sacked 6 times. He was having to dodge and make moves and runs and just to get out of the pocket, and yet he still was able to manufacture enough offense to keep us in this game till the very, very end. So there's, again, 91 total yards passing for the Bears. 91 yards, Andy. I mean, you've got to just...
This is another problem to me when they go 91 yards. It wasn't. They take away the fucking from the sacks. I go, stop it with this fucking... So he didn't throw for that many to get taken away? I'm like, no. It shouldn't take away your fucking rushing yards. Yeah, what the fuck?
Shake your head and say, somehow, some way, we've got to be better as far as protection. But remember, we talked about this going in this game on the in the pregame. He didn't have his top two receivers, and at some point, all of these factors, and then his best offensive lineman went out of it. So all these things contributed to the outcome. But I see flashes of brilliance and a great and bright future.
Well, who are you talking about? The quarterback?
I'm talking about number one, Justin Fields. I'm talking about him.
I'd have to take issue with you, Dan. I'll tell you what. I don't see.
Would you trade him for Jalen Hurts?
I don't care. I don't see what you see, and you had your say. Let me say my say. All right? First downs. We were 5 of 13. 5 of 13. You're going to lose a football game. In the National Football League in the year 2022, you passed for 91 yards. Our opponent passed for 309, and they won the game. 91 yards. Every week it's the same thing. 78 yards, 48 yards. 3 years ago we played Cleveland. We had a net 1 yard passing.
Let's bring up 3 fucking... I'm like, oh my God.
Is that Mitch?
And you know what, though? It was last year. I don't think it was... It was... Because it was still... It was that Cleveland game where he had Nagy's game plan. Let's not protect him. And just let him sit in the pocket, no running, none of that shit. Yeah, and it was a butt fucking. It was where they had, 9 sacks or so?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We rushed for 157 yards. They rushed for 112. Where was the difference? Converting on third downs. That was the difference. What was the difference in passing? 309 yards. 309, and we passed for 91 yards. And
now I'd like to actually know, did they take away any sack? Like, did they take away yardage, or is that the total thing? Like, oh, they won't take it away on his side, but they take it away on the Bears side to make him look like a fucking asshole.
Year 2022 in the National Football League, and everybody and his brother knows that this is a passing league.
3-1-2.
Now, I'm going to tell you, and I know you love the kid number one, our quarterback. I'll tell you what. I do not think he's the answer, and I'm going to tell you what. God. We're going to go through the rest of these games, and they're going to come back next year, and I'm going to tell you it's going to be the same story. You got to pass in this league to win.
I agree, but how are you going to pass when you don't have pass protection or no receivers? You think that Philadelphia wins today without A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith?
Danny, how many? Let me tell you something today.
But I'm talking reality.
How many play action plays did they come with? How many sprint outs? How many bootlegs did the Bears run today?
Not enough.
Not one. All right, and you're trying to win a football game?
And you're blaming that on Justin Fields?
No, I'm blaming it on the stupid coaches we have.
Okay, I'm talking about Justin Fields. You're talking about the other 15 idiots around him.
Well, it doesn't matter, Danny. He's the one. They think that that's what he can do the best, and obviously he can't. Again, passing for 91 yards in 4 quarters of a football game.
It's pathetic.
And we're supposed to win it, and you convert 5 times out of 13 on third down. Folks, you're not going to win a football game. And by the way, again, there's only 17 of these games. And I'm not talking about we're going to look to the future. We're going to look to next year's draft or all this. That's all a bunch of BS. It's from week to week. That's what you're doing. Why? Because you can die on that damn field.
312-981-7200. That's our phone number here. If you want to jump into the conversation that we're having here, we have some callers lined up.
That's our Christmas festive wishes.
The stocking stuffer du jour right there. Let's go out to the phones.
Oh, fuck.
So he threw for 152, 2 touchdowns. He had a 119.5 rating.
Yes. And
sacked 6 times for 61 yards. So, yeah, that's a net rating what they're giving you.
Yes.
They're taking off 60 yards.
So, but I'm saying, did they do the same for Hurts? Did they take away any fucking yards on what they were just talking about?
Yeah, 6 yards.
It was all 6. Jesus Christ. He got sacked one time? Yeah, I was going to say.
For 6 yards,
you ever get fucking sacked? Jesus
so he threw
Christ.
up for 315, so net of 309.
Meanwhile, he fucking, what do you have, 1 interception all fucking year, and he threw two in this fucking game. I was like, he looked pretty shitty.
Yeah,
I
he
was
had
like,
three going into the game.
Yeah, so I was like, fuck, yeah, he didn't look fucking, I don't know, it looked like maybe they overlooked or something, because they were getting, I was like, what team is this when the Bears were fucking all over them and storming the line and multiple looks? And he's like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm like, wow, look at this. And I'm like, you motherfuckers better lose by 8. Fucking yell. I'm like, all right, well, in the long run, as long as you just fucking lose, don't win this fucking game. All right. Let's see. We'll go to.
Yeah, Hurts had a quarterback rating of 64.6, so Fields had a better rating in the game.
Oh, yeah. You don't throw it that much when you do. It's good. All right. This is entitled Don't Run, I said.
Prepare our quarterback to be able to run 15 times in a game. I don't want him running 15, but that's what he ran today. So on the 13th carry, he cramped up and he had to leave the field and go to the locker room. Thankfully he came back and we didn't have to see Nathan Peterman more than once. But at some point, Eberflus, hello, you need to get this figured out.
Well, Danny, he had 15 attempts. He ran the ball 15 times. I'm talking about Justin Field. And he got sacked 6 times. He got sacked with the football, and that's when you take a pounding. So that's 21 times this guy got hit by 1, 2, or 3 or 4 more people at a clip, at a time. Okay, that's 21 times. Something is going to go wrong when you go from week to week to week, and it's going to be a little nick, this nick, and that kind of a nick. And I'm going to tell you somewhere along the line, they keep calling these designated running plays for him, etc. This kid is not going to make it, folks. It's just the way it is.
Yep, Justin Fields is going to be no good. It's so horrible already. Okay, let's see. This one is. Oh, this is about the kicker. That was good.
Foremost, Mike, let me just say this. There was a sequence of shots from the television, and you saw Cairo Santos throwing grass up in front of his face. The wind out of the south into the stadium was bitter and strong. And I was on the field at halftime, so I know. I mean, it was really cold. And for whatever reason, what he was doing, Cairo Santos, he was basically making the case for them to punt, because it was almost like, hey, don't ask me to go out there after I just shanked an extra point and act like I'm going to be great, because look at the conditions. Oh, they're bad. And that's why we need to get another kicker if he's doing that. I would be up there saying, I can do it. I can, you would think, positive mentality would be what you're looking for, not somebody making a mea culpa about, look, it's not a good spot. But the other part about that is Eberflus is looking at him, obviously seeing that he doesn't feel positive about making a good pass at it in an attempt. So then they monkey around and let the clock run out. So that's why they got the penalty, and then they decided to punt. And the other part of that was, I think it was 6-3 at the time, and it's in a close game like that, and a lot of times a scared kicker, worried about distance, will hit the ball a little bit high, and then he'll hit, and it'll be low, and you can get it blocked and then return for a touchdown. So if this kicker kicking into a cold wind is giving you the vibe, I ain't got it in me, then they didn't want to, put the arm on him. And now it's Christmas. We're not getting somebody else. We got to play out the string with this imposter.
Danny, with the TV, they had the camera right on.
Does that sound right? I mean, everybody saw it.
They had the camera right on his face. You could almost read his words. And, I think
I got nothing.
he must have saw how much wind was blowing, how cold it was. He might have took scared to death pills. Who knows before the game? I don't know.
Okay, and as far as the coaches, Alan Williams.
I need some scared to death pills. Okay, let me see. There's 2 more left. Let me go to 46. Okay. This is how many yards I wrote. So we're going to figure it out.
Darnell Mooney has an ankle. He's going to be gone the rest of the year. So you got to look at not only who can play, but who can play 17 weeks out of the season.
Well, I'll tell you who else is going to be gone if they don't start protecting this kid and stop him from running the football. The majority of the time, he's our leading rusher. The amount of times he carries the ball and the amount of yardage is our quarterback. And I'm going to tell you, if he's going to be our lead runner, Danny, from week in to week out, week after week after week, how are you going to win? We have basically a net yards 91 today passing. He threw 1 pass for 35 yards. You take that out, and he threw for basically in 4 quarters of football, 56 yards.
I love that. Let's just take away. Oh, if you take away these couple plays, what do you mean? If you take away, I did them. Fuck you. Take away. Oh, if he didn't have that, if he didn't hit those 3 home runs in the game, Faust, he was over.
Right.
Fucking asshole.
And they would have lost.
56 yards, folks. Averages roughly about, like Dan said, 15 yards a quarter. Do you really, really believe in your heart that we've got the answer? That we're going to be a Super Bowl contender? We're so far away from that, it's unbelievable. Going by the stats, that's what I'm referring on. That's what I'm relying on. And when you can't convert again on 3rd down, 5 of 13, that's on 3rd down conversions. That means you're not eating the clock up, you're not moving the ball down, and you're not scoring points.
Our buddy Lonnie from Wilmington texted me and he said, Hamp, if you remember, they talked about Justin Fields in the draft in the pre-talk stages about him dealing with a form of epilepsy. And he's saying that some of the medications that you have to deal with in kind of handling epilepsy, and nobody's talking about it, but they bring on dehydration. And there's kind of a common denominator there when you're talking about cramping, the meds, epilepsy. I'm no doctor, but I do know that, there has been certain undercurrents of conversation about that being a factor. I don't know.
Danny, what I mentioned earlier about it, when I said it's a lack of salt in his body.
OB, the doctor. Dr. OB. Just have some fucking, barbecue. Fuck you.
Dr. OB.
Some KFC.
The guy's taking fucking epilepsy medicine. Have a fucking salt lick, kid. Here's
Eat a potato chip.
Get some Pedialyte.
Some fucking Doritos at halftime. All right, last one. Actually, I have a couple more here. This one is only because he's a friend of ours here.
Oh, next time out, let's go out to Tennessee Ted. Tennessee Ted, you're on with Hamp and OB. Go ahead.
Always.
Yeah, it's Tennessee Ted, and I have a few issues with this game. Number one, I didn't really appreciate the broadcasting from Fox NFL because there was a lot of interference with the game throughout the whole entire time, and it was very difficult to watch the game. Number two, I think that Velus Jones
he's got to change the rabbit ears on his TV when that automatic one where you hear it moving the antenna.
He needs some foil.
There you go.
needs to be released, and he's a Tennessee boy. I get it. I should have a little compassion for him, but not when you're
this fucking nignog over here. He dropped the ball. I should have compassion for Tennessee after all.
Playing with the Chicago Bears, you can't catch the ball.
Have you ever heard of a fucking a Chicago accent mixed with Tennessee?
That's what it sounds like, right?
One of them Chicago Bears.
Bears. B-A-R-S-H.
Bears. Bears. That's a whole new fucking sitcom or sketch from. It's the Tennessee fucking fans of Chicago. The Bears.
Go ahead and work on a pig farm or something. I don't know what else to say. But he is not going to be able to play for the Chicago Bears. And the other thing is that head coach is terrible. He made a lot of bad calls throughout the game. And I'm just very, very upset about the way that man has been coaching this team. He has shown no affection toward the players, toward anything. If there's a bad call, you ever see him arguing? Nothing. He is just...
There's a massage him on the sideline.
So he wants Nagy back, who was sucking off the fucking guys and be my friend.
Why Watson didn't go there.
Yeah.
I think he's just collecting a paycheck like just about everybody else is with that
collecting
dang team. Thank you very much, and I'll be listening to your answer. Thank you.
Well,
yeah, he done. Eberflus don't want to win. He just he goes, ooh, fuck, a paycheck. You fucking be a head coach and get a paycheck. Yeah, fuck it. All right, 2 more to go. This is I don't know. So let's see. It's about a minute.
Right. Danny,
it's not illegal, but we don't do it.
Danny, well, I agree with you 100%. And let me just say this again, because I think it's very, very important. You sent our quarterback out there today against probably the best team in football. And let me tell you something. You sent him out with a gun half loaded. Okay, and what am I referring to? We're with a sprint outs, which I just mentioned a few minutes ago. And that's big. That's game planning, folks. Where's the play action? You're running the football. Why don't you come with play action? Why don't you come?
I can't wait until they're just fucking firing ball left and fucking winning by fucking 20 every fucking game once they have anybody there. And this kid's gonna be a fucking monster. Like if he does what it looks like he could do when there's people around him, and is like one of the best quarterbacks in the fucking entire league at the time, and could be an MVP candidate and all this shit, I'm dying to fucking hear what he says. I don't think he's the type that'll go, well, I was fucking completely wrong. Mm-hmm. It'll be, well, they finally did what I said. And look.
They finally put talent around
there you go. I don't know if he'll say that because he says, even with that, this kid's no fucking good. So
with the bootlegs, give this kid some ammunition. You got to play 4 quarters and you have him doing the same damn thing. Which is, you know what it is? It's a lot of nothing because we don't convert on 3rd down and we don't pass the ball. And there are things that you can do. Just what I said. Bootlegs, sprint outs, naked bootlegs, and go on a quick count. Give the kid more ammunition to move the ball down the field in your game planning. My God, you guys can't figure this out?
Andy made the comment.
Dennis isn't a nice thing, by the way.
Andy made the comment just a...
Jesus Christ.
So a naked bootleg, he's out there by himself. He's going to get smashed.
Mm-hmm. He does, though, so then he fucking goes and runs for 50. That's the fucking... But he goes, how dare he don't... He's like, how dare he not just stand in the pocket and fucking, keep waiting for an 8th rounder to fucking get away from Darius Slay. Okay. Let's see. Last one. 52:04. This is about a minute. Oh no, this is about a half a minute.
He wants to look like Big Shot and say, "Oh, I'm going to do exactly the opposite of what the book says because I'm smarter than everybody," and it blows up in our face.
Let me say it again one more time because I think this is so damn important, folks. What I just said. Why not Why didn't they come with play action, bootlegs? These are offensive strategies, folks, to keep the defense guessing. Hopefully the defense would make a mistake and them trying to adjust to what we're doing. And we have this whole area of offensive force that we could lay down on a defensive team, and we don't even use it not one stinking time. Come on.
Come on.
Oh, God. That's always and I'm like, and that touchdown that he ran to the side. They thought he was going to run, so they started moving up on him. Left the guy alone, just fucking tossed him. The guy walked backwards into the end zone. It's like, oh, it's never good enough. But I put this finally together. I've had the jersey sitting around, but I finally put it all.
Oh, there you go.
Up. Yeah, nice and done. So that'll be hanging on. I'm putting it on the closet here, Faust. Because it's the only fucking spot I have left in this fucking room. Like, Jesus Christ. So, all right. I think we're going to go over to the Patreon side, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to be doing some more NFL action for everybody to see. Because my boys over here might have a Super Bowl fucking winner on their hands. Well, at least go to the Super Bowl. Because I think AFC is winning this whole fucking thing anyway. Could be fucking interesting. If you want to hear more show, go to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia. And that's all. I guess that's it. Happy Merry Christmas to everybody. And we'll have shows on Patreon for everyone.
Happy Chanukah and all that.
You know what, Faust? Happy Chanukah to you. Happy Chanukah. Thank you, Smoke.
Chanukah, Jerry. Chanukah,
Jerry. Yeah, Chanukah. It's time for week 16 in the National Football League. What? You haven't signed up to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia yet? Not only will you get the second half of this show on time on Tuesdays, you could also go back in our history for over 500 plus shows. How about going back to episode 120, where we discuss supporting the LGBTQCDEPHSFA community?
A for altar boy.
Oh! You have to have A too! You're in this group. I was never an altar boy. What are you talking about?
You were,
I went to Catholic school like every Tuesday.
Or something, right?
What are you, crazy? A helper.
You said this on the show.
I carried the priest's balls in a spoon. I helped him. If wrestling's your thing, we also do the 32 Days of Lingus, where we take a pay-per-view and do it for 32 days in a row. It's SummerSlam, and it's the 32 days of Lingus. We also take you on the Lingus tour and show you our prowess on the golf course. It is time for the Lingus tour to continue, and it is the Red, White, and Blue Chew Open. Well, the wait is over, my friends. Let's get to rain-soaked Eagle Ridge Golf Course. So, there you go. Very nice shot. Dead center. Very good off-road.
Next in the tee box is Fausty Walnuts. Low. Not very far, but playable. Calves up with his new driver, and he swings. Far left, hits the cart path, bounces high, might be in the street.
This is already your second botch of the day, right? Because you forgot the...
Listen, we're going to test this right now. You want sports? We have the history of the NFL. Welcome to the history of the NFL. I'm Cav Manning from the Lingus Mafia podcast, and I'm going to take you on a journey from 1920 all the way to 2020. So get on over to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia and see what you've been missing.
And that's about it. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff like Egypt stays the longest, 11 minutes and 12 seconds. I remember last year
they last the longest when they jerk off. Imagine that.
I remember the last time we did this, it was Philippines, and they dropped by 32 seconds, so they're number 3 now.
The Philippines.
The Philippines.
They're typing in fucking straight pussy hair.
In the U.S., as far as states go, the longest is Alabama. They stay 11 minutes 22. Yeah, exactly.
There you go. They followed the rule, Faust.
Keep on
jacking. There you go. Keep on.
And the shortest is Utah at 9 minutes and 52 seconds. So they're guilty
That's
right
short.
away.
Get out.
Good Lord, Faust. I beg to be 9 minutes 50. What are you kidding me? Fucking marathon runner.
And favorite time of the day to watch porn is between 11
Before your
and
wife
midnight.
gets home.
There you go.
The lowest point is Tuesday at 5 a.m. The highest point is Monday at 11 p.m.
Tuesday at 5 a.m. Sorry. Who's up?
Monday at
Other
11
than
p.m.
you,
As soon
fuck.
as Raw is over.
I need to beat off after Raw and calm myself
for
because I'm so
Mandy.
upset by the show.
Searching for Mandy Rose.
I'm thinking of Alexa puking. I have to beat off.
And world's most viewed by categories, the U.S., Ebony.
Wow.
See,
Canada's
the most
lesbian.
racist place, Faust. And look, I'll tell you, it's everything
in
everybody's
Russia.
against.
In Russia, the most searched or most category viewed is Russian.
All right.
Oh, and we have something in common with most of Africa. They also look at ebony.
Makes sense.
Good Lord.
Anyway, there you go. That's your most of your year in review for Pornhub. Thank you, Pornhub.
Well, thank you, Greg. Is there anything else you have?
Every Friday I have a show called Cold Brew Podcast where we drink beer and review, and had a special show the other day with Rohim Austin, the owner of Tap That Downtown.
Oh, that's great.
And then-
Tap that. That's fine.
It's a self-pour beer bar. It's really cool. I like the place.
Very good.
And then got a couple coming out with the organizers of the Copper State Beer Fest coming up, and then also the Beer Bays family recording that I did.
And have you heard from any of them since?
The Beer Babes.
Did you guys ever exchange phone numbers?
Nah.
Really?
We know each other on Instagram. So
And no DMs, huh?
I'm just playing it cool, man.
But yeah, I'm saying they haven't come over your way.
Just the one who says she wants to hang out next time she's down here.
She's
But
messaged you. So
yeah.
you've just chatted.
Where's
back
she
and
from
forth.
again? Where's she up in Tucson or something?
No, the one that wanted she's in somewhere in the Pacific Northwest, like Washington.
Oh, she's
something
up
like that.
there.
Oh,
I say have Dick will travel, but I guess no.
Nah.
Okay.
That's too far.
All right. We're going to jump on over to patreon.com/Lingus Mafia into the Godfather Plus tier for fun and games. Rob's got some Who Dis game.
Who Dis?
I have a game for us to play as well, but maybe I hold off on my game since Rob put one in. We'll see, but I also have the Guess That TV show theme
Name that
song.
tune.
Yes, name that tune. I guess that's it. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you being around. And
Yada yada.
I hope you guys have enough money in your pocket, since you don't subscribe to us, you fucks, that you get your rotten kids something. Because,
There you go.
they really don't deserve anything, and you deserve to listen to good podcasting. So spend your money on us, not your kids. Listen, you probably didn't want them in the fucking first place. At least you could choose us. You couldn't have chose those kids.
Choose.
Faust, I know people who have kids that go, oh, why did I have these fucking awful fucking kids? But, that's not, I don't have any, Faust. I got a tree full of fucking gifts because I got no fucking kids. And you know what? And none of those presents for my dad, because my dad is dead.
Oh.
That means I could do anything I want. And we'll see you in 2 weeks, Tuesday. But we have our Christmas shows this week that everybody's going to fucking hear from. So I guess we'll see you next Tuesday.
You're either Lingus or against us. Merry Christmas.
You already
filthy
forget.
Animals. I don't know if you were done talking.
Yes, thank you.
Leave the gun, take the presents.
Best podcast in the world.
I am the best on this microphone. Nobody can touch me.
Yours truly.
I'm done. Show's over. Good day.